Okay, rock and roll, Carissa. We're good.
Okay, it is December. It's October 10th, Tuesday. This is our team meeting call, our team-wide team meeting. And before we get started, I just want to, because I know there's a lot of new people and there's people that haven't been on the calls before or didn't listen to recordings. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Perzo. I'm from Green Bay, Wisconsin. I'm a senior team leader, and I am not on Kayla's team, and Kayla is not on my team. So we're basically two different organizations that kind of came together and saw a lot of benefits in what each organization had, and we wanted to come together and kind of combine forces and then help everybody involved. So we just kind of realized that before, that some people might see my name on her team page and then her name on our team page, and everyone's like, who the heck is this? I have no idea who this person is. So I just kind of wanted to clean that, or like clear the air on that. Before we get started, did you want everyone to say that they're here, or should we just hop right into what we're going to talk about?
I think we kind of know, right, based on who all said it?
Yeah.
Basically, we're giving you brownie points if you're on the call. So if you didn't say your name and you're on a cell phone, we want you to quick say your name so we know you're here. But if you said it, then we know Brandy, Jessica, who else chimed in on a cell phone?
Laura and Tammy.
No, Tammy's right here.
Oh, I don't see Tammy.
Oh, you know what? It's probably only Tammy on my phone because she's a contact in my phone.
Oh, there she is.
I'm here. I just turned my video off.
Yeah, no, I can see Tammy, but I wonder if they can't because, never mind, I can see Tammy. Oh, else is on the phone.
I'm here, but I didn't have a voice or anything before, so I had to re-log on.
Oh, yeah, sorry. That I kicked everybody off. Whoops. Okay, are you ready to rock and roll, Chris?
I'm ready.
Okay, so really quick too, if you're watching the playback, thank you so much for watching the playback. If you're on live, thank you so much for tuning in live. Carissa is a busy mom of 4, and she lives in Green Bay, Wisconsin, married, and is pretty awesome. And she helped come up with this topic this month because we originally were going to go over a little bit of a script that you could say to people once you have them on board, like they were either given to you as a referral or you're doing a one-on-one with them. But we actually had been praying about what we were supposed to talk about this month. It just didn't feel right to either of us. And this topic came up, and we're really excited about this because it's not drilling you on make your contact list and book parties. It's different. So get ready. Okay, Carissa, you start.
Okay, so yes, this topic that we decided to go over is basically the relevance of Wildtree and like why we're all here, and the importance of us and our energy, kind of why start now, whether you're brand new, you've been here for a while. Kayla, did you have the statistics in front of you?
I don't have the exact numbers, but basically you guys, like Chris and I were talking this through. So if you guys listen to my business builder call, and I'm not tooting my horn, I mean, although it was awesome because I recorded it twice. So in case you'd like to listen to it twice, it's call 327 and 328. Long story on what happened. If you listen to both calls, you'll get it. But in the business builder call, I say specifically, don't the grass is greener somewhere else, yada, yada, yada. And I really mean that. Like, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. So when Chris and I were talking about this and kind of like, what should we train on this month? The statistics for Wildtree, I mean, you guys raise your hand if I can see you, or if you're on the phone, you can just chime in or type a text note. But how many of you have seen HelloFresh, Blue Apron, all of our competition, right? All of us know Amazon now has, is it called Amazon Fresh? Amazon Fresh. There's Precisely is partnered with Wildtree. They're a butcher. There's other butchers doing that. There's, think about the organic stores like Trader Joe's or the organic sections at some of the grocery stores. Like, my point is here, food is going to always be around. You have to eat. And it's interesting how over the years, like, food keeps coming out with new cool things. And Wildtree has been steady for 20 years as far as we offer products that are relevant to people. You need them. I'm hosting an online basket party right now. If anybody wants to attend and check out how badly a Facebook party can go, And what I really thought about, and Chris and I talked about, is how you don't need those products. So she has a much harder time painting a picture of a service or a solution, and she has a real hard time showing people why they should purchase. Carissa actually is the one that called me, "Your lady not very good in your party online."
Well, I said, what is she doing? I was really confused. I didn't say she wasn't very good. I was just really
So
confused.
basically, said she's not very good.
No.
She did. She said it.
So this is kind of like the thought process of, I think this is what kind of triggered it, because think about when we book parties or when we're talking about Wildtree, like we get it. We get what our products can do for people. We understand the services that we can, so we get it, right? So we're just like screaming Wildtree from the rooftop. So we're like, this has got to get in everybody's hands. But then you think about it, when we set up a Facebook event or when we're doing our reach outs or we're talking to a host, we just assume that they get it, but they're just like, and that's where I had that moment where this girl was posting all these things, and I'm like, I have no idea what the heck this lady's talking about. I still bought something, but I was like, I have no idea what this lady's talking about. So we have to kind of think about that with ourselves, with Wildtree. Like I said before, we understand everything and the benefits, and that we can really build a legacy here. We can make money here, and we can help people here. But when we're out in front of people at parties or online or whatever, we have to make sure that they're on the same page and we're doing our job to help them understand what can be, what Wildtree can mean. So when I asked about the stats in the beginning with Kayla, is that I was thinking about all these other companies, all these other dinner service companies. Like I have a ton of friends that post about HelloFresh. I have a ton of friends that are like, I want to do a meal in a box, what's the best solution? It's like, what? Like I can totally help you, like Kayla was saying. It breaks my heart. It does for me too. But you think about Wildtree, we're just a small, super sliver piece of the pie of all those other companies. And about 7 years, what Henry Bedford is projecting us to be what? How many $1 million company by in the next 7 years? Was it 35?
Yeah, 35 or 38.
So that is huge for a direct sales company if you think about it. That's like insanely awesome. So we wanted to talk to you guys about tonight on why Wildtree is so relevant and why when you're out, we all have those days where it's like nobody wants what I have, nobody wants what I'm about, what I'm sharing about, but people do. So like keeping Wildtree relevant in your mind, and then again, not confusing these people that you're talking to and like spewing all over them and like throwing up Wildtree, and just trying to really talk to them one-on-one, like almost like you're brand new, teaching each of these people the same thing. So we wanted to tell everyone, like, don't miss the boat. So when you're out having your conversations at your parties, when asking people to come check out your products or you want to mail a sample, we've heard a lot of people that get kind of hung up and think like, I don't know what to say. I'm not sure what words to say to them. I don't know I don't know what to do after. You're smiling. I wasn't talking about you. But here, you don't know exactly what to say, but we were thinking that if you take your time and you are letting every day go by and you're not reaching out to your contacts and you're not having conversations, other people are, whether it's other Wildtree reps or people with unique, lip sense, it works, whatever. Everyone is having these conversations. You look at Facebook, people are selling stuff on Facebook all the time. We sell stuff ourselves, whether it's the restaurant, the shirt you're wearing, the bracelet you're wearing, whatever it is. So if you, Macaulay, so if you are kind of like looking at yourself every day, like, I don't know how to get these bookings. I don't know who to talk to. I don't know who to reach out to. You just have to like get yourself past that mindset and just do it and just jump without fear. I think Tina posted today about just, you're not going to grow unless you get outside your comfort zone, and just do it. And just have that mindset of you're offering a service. We are a service-driven company. We solve problems. We're solution-based, and we're not something that people just need another accessory. Like we are a need for people every single day. Kayla, do you want to add on to that?
Yeah, sorry, my little guy came in. He was pounding on the door and crying. I had to let him in. Dad was trying. Oh, Macaulay. Oh, shoot. I shouldn't have had notes up on my computer. You just deleted my pictures. Basically, Chris and I were talking one day about, what she said, just about how our industry is growing. And my husband has started a business in the last few months. And yeah, we like it and all. But honestly, like, there is nothing like feeding a family good food that's affordable, that when you look at a family that maybe is tight on budget, I just can't ask them to buy a table runner or a pillow cloth or a lipstick that's $50. Like, I'm not criticizing those things. Please know, like, I love all companies and I want all companies to be successful. Hence why I'm hosting a party for someone else. But I'm just going to be real with y'all and like not bullshit ya. I couldn't sell anything else. Chris and I have talked about that. And if this isn't a gig that's going to work out for me, I don't think there is a gig in sales that is going to work out right now in this season, because I have such a mom heart. And I just talked to Jessica Huffman about this today, how we cry over everything now that we've had kids. It's just so different, my personality. That directly relates to why this is an amazing opportunity and why you need to be asking everybody out there. And some say no, and they're going to do things different. Some are going to, they can't ever imagine being successful in something like that. But many people are saying yes to all different opportunities, and obviously someone's asking them. So this is a relevant opportunity in today's world, but it's been relevant for 20 years, which is super amazing. And I think that's, sorry that my house here, he's a little loud. Come here. Can you take him, please, and just give him a bottle for a couple minutes? My husband here, real professional. So that's what I want to add. I want to add that when someone asked me recently, like, I have 21 bonus qualified recruits for the trip, and I don't think that's enough. Chris and I have talked, and Chris said to me one day, like, why are we not celebrating? We should be jumping up and down. Like, we're having a fabulous year. But I'll tell you something, like, I don't think I'm going to be happy till I have 50 bonus qualified recruits for a trip, because I really believe that this opportunity has changed my life. I sell good food to people and everybody can afford it. And when you believe that, it's different. It changes your world. If you don't know my background, I'm a human resource person. I hire and fire people. I'm good at that, or I like to think I am. But before that, I sold those baskets I'm talking about. I worked for that company. That's where I got good at sales. And I'm going to tell you a secret. All companies are the same. Wildtree just pays better, way better. And people can afford our product. So I just really want to encourage you, like, tonight's call is not the normal, make your contact list, book parties. It's get it in your head how amazing it is that you're here now before we go through this millions worth of growth. Because eventually, Carissa and I know we're not going to know every person in the company like we do now. But right now, we pretty much know everyone. There's 30-ish directors, and I know them all. We love that, and we're savoring these moments. But our goal is in the next 2 years to have the group be so big, we don't know everybody anymore. And why? Because we're going to explode. This is the most relevant thing now. So there's my little soapbox.
So this is something that I always like to ask potential recruits, or teammates, and you can certainly use this as when you're talking to people, or when you're even in your demo. It's something that I like to think about, and all of you can kind of think about this too, because you're all in the moment. So like when you are going to do your contacts or your parties or whatever, so think to yourself, like, and think to these people that you're talking to that you would want to be on your team. Like, in 6 months, if you don't do anything today, nothing, in 6 months, where are you going to be? Probably just the same, same pace of what you're doing now, the same, kind of, going through the motions, I guess you would say. But in 6 months, if you decide to do something today, to like put your head down and hit your goals and hit the things that you want, the 5 recruits you want, the $2,000 in income you want. If you put your head down and hit it, like I posted like the 90-day challenge thing in our LIT group, but if you put your head down, and in 6 months from now, and you just do the work and nail it every single day, where are you going to be? You're probably going to be thousands of dollars richer, probably going to have more teammates, and your business is probably going to be booming. I know we say this a lot, but I feel like in the season of life that we're all in now, October 10th, just getting into like crazy fall, and then all of a sudden it's going to be how everyone's freaking out about this, we felt that this was a good time to kind of come back together and have this conversation of like why Wildtree is so relevant and why you kind of need to continue to do the work and know that your dreams and wherever that might be, you're gonna make those dreams come true. And like I said earlier, I know it gets super frustrating, and I know things are isn't all champagne and roses all the time. I'm sure some of you that have had conversations with me know that I have my days. But then when those moments happen, when I like can pay off something, like we paid off my husband's vehicle, like the times that I celebrated. Tonight, my husband and I had an Angry Orchard beer because I just learned that I get an extra day in Panama with him. So we cheers to that. That all makes it worth it. So just kind of like bring yourself back to the center of, okay, Wildtree is relevant. We've been around for 21 years this November. 21 years. We're going to be a HelloFresh, a Blue Apron. We're going to be a household name. We're in at the right time, and we want to bring everybody else with us. So just having that mindset and that, like Kayla talked about on the Sunday night call, having that energy and and tell Nate to go in the other room. I'm just kidding. And having that that positivity around you when you're going to your parties or when you're talking about Wildtree, it's just going to bring you a lot further than kind of like sitting back and letting every day kind of like go to the wayside, I guess you would say. Does that make sense to everyone? Or are we just kind of like you two, everyone's like, what are these two crazy ladies talking about with their glasses? I saw Amanda said, I just want to add, don't ever prejudge anyone. Offer to everyone. You have to get no's before you get any yeses. So if someone says no, that's okay. You're one person closer to yes. Yes, absolutely, Amanda. That is 170,000% on.
Yes.
And you have to be okay with the no's. You have to be okay with it.
Oh. I think sometimes, so we get, okay, Cuddy, quiet, Macaulay. We get so, it's funny because we're in him to talk right now, and it's funny how once you have a kid that's making a lot of noise, you're like, okay, stop talking, don't talk anymore. But it's funny how, for me, I never really thought through the process, where some of you are so much smarter and more ahead than where I was when I first started my business 6 months in. The real month it clicked was 24, 25, like 26, 27 months in, it clicked. I was sitting on my front porch of this house, pregnant, and all of a sudden it dawned on me, holy crap, this is literally what happened. I literally sat there with my feet up because they were swollen, big surprise. And I said, oh my gosh, like I've built a little nest egg here of extra income for my family. This can either stay extra income or this can become my job. And why I tell you that is, I think you guys are even ahead of the game. You're on these calls. You're trying to really build a professional business that doesn't include your toddler sitting on your lap. And the thing that I can't say it enough is when you don't have that vision and that true, honest confidence in what we do, the products, the relevance of it, the service factor, doesn't all mesh. You've got to have a vision of where you're going. You've got to truthfully believe in it and know it's going to work out for you if you set your mind to it and do it because of the awesomeness we have here. And then you have to do the work. And I think sometimes Chris and I, being the power biologies we are, meaning we just work. We drill you on, book your calendar, do this, do that. And we wanted to make sure tonight we brought some fun to you, hence the wine, which I need to go get a little more before bed. And to remind you that it's more than that. It's about, what do you want this to be for your life? And do you believe in your heart it can be that? Oh my gosh, what are you doing? Stop. Okay, what else, Carissa, did we miss?
Heather says you're doing an amazing job painting the vision on the tidal wave of activity that's coming. Yes, and if for those of you that are brand new probably don't realize this, but those of us that have been here for a while, I mean, there's been a lot of things that are coming up. I mean, like the graph and people, the shipping, like there's just things they're like tidying up all that stuff that should have been tidied up a while ago, where so that when, you know, even next year, that's just going to be more things that are coming, more easy tools for us to share Wildtree. And then Amanda said, also, a no doesn't mean no forever, it just means no right now. And I absolutely love that, because I've heard no on workshops, I've heard no on products, I've heard no on the opportunity several times, and I respected and loved on people when they've told me that. And I continue to do what I, you know, normally do with my business. And 9 times out of 10, I get notes back saying, okay, I want to try this out. Okay, I'm thinking about doing this. Okay, like, I'll send me a catalog. I'll take a look. Like, your steak looked awesome or whatever. But just continuing to kind of do what you do, and know, because Kayla is a director, or because she doesn't work full time, and I mean outside the home, and like I don't work full time, and Dawn's a leader, and she doesn't work outside the home besides Wildtree. Know that doesn't have to be you. That does not have to be you. I worked full time and did Wildtree. I just chose not to do the 9 to 5 anymore. So know that you don't have to be like, oh, she stays at home so she can do this. Anybody can do this at whatever capacity you want it to be. So Kayla just shut off all that shit. So what questions are there? What's everyone thinking? Because questions?
Yeah, questions, comments, thoughts, ideas, open discussion, anything we can help you with. We always want to leave the last 10 minutes so people can tune out now. It's been 30 minutes. We want to respect time, but we're available for the next 10 minutes to stay live, record any questions, thoughts, comments. I love your guys' feedback, because we really don't want these calls to be about us, but we realized really fast this month, moving into October, that we've been drilling you guys really hard on the basics, and we want you to keep doing the work. You have to do the work. You can't. It's not a fluffy business. But it also has to be fun, or else your toddler crying on the floor would not be bearable if this was not any fun. But because you guys are so much fun, I can handle the fact that he's slamming his head on the floor next to me. This is a new thing that we do. It's great. It's going to give you a concussion.
Kayla, if it makes you feel any better, I was ready to slam my own head along the wall today. So.
Me feel better. I'm like, what are you? And it didn't help. I've had some stomach issues going on, and I thought it was in my head, to be honest. Like, oh, I don't know. I thought it was in my head. But then today he had the stomach issues, like 3, soiled diapers fast in a row. And I was like, okay, it's not in my head. Like, we really have something kind of going on. But holy Moses, he was so naughty in our class this morning too. Well, now you hit your head. Come here. Told you.
Yeah, what questions, concerns? I mean, I know when I was talking about words and stuff, I saw Amanda, you're shaking your head. So I didn't know if you wanted to say anything, or you had a question or anything.
I don't think so. I think, I typed it out, so.
Okay. Tina, Michelle, that's all. Dawn? Or add anything to add to?
Hey everyone, it's Brandy.
Hey, Brandy.
I'm always the one that talks, right? I'm just kidding.
That's okay.
I just wanted to share that I'm working with another potential, not a rep, but wanted her to join the team, and she did the It Works thing, and she told me that her upline would actually her director would get really sassy with her. So I actually asked her to do the Battle of the Hostess, even though I want her to be my team. And she said that she would give it a try. And I actually explained to her, I said, our styles, I know that you're familiar with direct sales, but our styles are so different. So let me help you with what we have. I said, it's being put on by my director and Carissa, and you'll get a little snippet of how awesome this org is. So she's excited and I'm excited. So I just wanted to share with you that our actual direct sales company is so different than others. I had a 31 host wanting to have me host for her, and then she would host for me. she literally put 4 things out there and then asked me 4 days later, do we have sales? And I said, no. And she says, oh, well, it's going to come down to me buying from you and you buying from me. No, sorry, next. It's just wild, the different personalities and the different ways of doing business. That I think that's what sets us apart so much, that we really do, even though we're an individual business mind, like it's my company, it's my business, not yours. But the way everybody uplifts everybody and helps everybody is just awesome. So I just wanted to kind of share that that's what we have kind of special with Wildtree and that I love. So that's all I had to say.
I love it. Thanks for sharing, Brandy. That's awesome.
I'm muted, or I would have said the same thing, but Macaulay's having a tantrum. It's definitely bedtime. Sorry. But Brandy, I'm so proud of you. Macaulay. Help me, Jesus. How do you have 4 children? That's all I can say.
Lots of wine. What else? What else? What else do you love? Do you need more help on? Like, anything. This is come on, I know some of you have stuff to say. Don't be shy.
I'm sure I'll think of it when I'm off the phone, is when I think of my questions.
Yeah. Well, did you have some questions today? Well, that was in our leader page. Would it apply here?
I guess I was just wondering if you could see it when I would enter my information. I wasn't on yet though.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Let me look for I'll look on my computer after we're done. For sure. Because it wasn't showing up on my phone.
Okay.
Kayla, do you want to add anything? Dawn, do you want to add anything? You're pretty quiet tonight, Dawn.
Yeah, lacking some sleep. Sorry.
Okay. Anything you want to add?
I don't think so. I mean, yeah, no, not really. I mean, consistency and then mindset and just getting around the corner that's, we're helping people around the table and it's not just selling a product. So.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. That's like the biggest thing is that we're not salespeople. I mean, yeah, we're salespeople, but we're not selling anybody anything. I used to always say, I fell in love with Wildtree because of the taco seasoning. And I'm like, well, I don't just want to sell taco seasoning to people. I want to help people because I got an easy button at dinner time. At that time, I was working full time and I didn't feel like making dinner when I came home. I didn't know how. And I got an easy button. So now it's like, well, the reason why I started Wildtree is because it was easy for me. And I knew it would help other people with dinner time too. Because I feel like I've heard so many people say it's like I wake up in the morning and I have to think about what I'm going to make for dinner at 8 o'clock in the morning and it stresses me out, So and checking your energy is huge because people can sense a lot of that too.
For sure.
And I would just tell you too, to end this, you guys are all awesome. So many doubt yourself more. And I think I did the same thing. I can't remember. I just can't remember past Macaulay to be. Once you become a mom, it's like, I'm like 4 kids. I can't remember it. It's blurry. You really doubt yourself in appearance, words, process. Right away, customer gives you a little feedback, you think it was you. Have confidence and don't doubt yourself. Professional and ethical and you loved on them. Always, offer, extend them grace, take the blame if that's what we need to do as customer service folks. But you guys, you're all badass business owners. Like, I don't know how many times I can say it to you, and I'll say it to you every week if you need, or every day or whenever. But you're all awesome. And you're a part of 2 of the coolest organizations. And I say that very humbly, clearly, getting to know me. But seriously, you're in such amazing teams. Use your teams, cheer each other on, but also you can vent. you can ask for help, but just know you're really awesome. You're more awesome than you think you are, and we're really proud of all of you. Oh my gosh, help me.
Kids to bed before 8 o'clock.
Krista, I don't remember just having one kid. Like, it just,
I know.
I don't even remember what life was like with just one kid.
Well, guys, I'm not going to like with any more than one kid, okay? That's all
I thought I was so busy with one kid.
Yeah, I felt like it was, and then I had more.
Were you running a business? Like, were there business cards all over your office?
No, I was working 60 hours a week.
I know. Hey, but I seriously, those 4.5 months that I work were seriously easier than this. Having him home with me, I'm just like, how am I going to do this when you can, like, talk back to me and then have another one and another one? No.
Yeah, Amanda has 7.
Yeah, Amanda has 7.
Oh my gosh, 7?
7. 6 boys and a girl.
I do think one part of this, though, is he's just like his mama. He's super dramatic. Right now, he's doing this intentionally, this loud noise thing, because if I look at him, he stops. He just wants my attention. He's very mama.
I think after 3 or 4 kids, it's just like, oh, there's another one. Okay.
Exactly.
We're going to get off. Chris, I'm gonna take him out, but I will upload the recording tonight, and you can post it in your. Okay?
Yes.
I love all of you. Keep up the awesome work. We all just boosted your spirits a bit and reminded you that Wildtree is amazing. We have so much growth coming. And P.S. to as a director, I want to say to all of you, thank you for the hard work and the time. If you've been here longer than the last 6 months. We know we've gone through some growing pains, some learning curves, etc. But if you ever have a question, like recently we noticed the Perfect Blend newsletter was going out really crappy, like it's not going out to our people right, email that into Wildtree and tell your upline leader, because we do want to make sure we get that stuff corrected. We do care. It's not really appropriate to post in our team pages and then all complain about it. Not that any of you did this, but I just want to say that's the difference between our teams and other places, I think, in Wildtree, other groups. We're so positive, but I don't want you to see the positiveness as like we're trying to mask the issue. If there's an issue, if your boxes are coming in damaged, if your stuff isn't shipping as fast as the rest of ours, we want you to make sure you're taking that to Wildtree and also bring that to us so we can make sure we do something about it. Because the director team is working really hard to make sure we have a good stream of communication from the field to the home office, and then that issues are being corrected. I forgot to say that earlier tonight. I'm sorry. That's what happens when your kid is on your lap.
Well, thank you very much, ladies.
No, yeah, thank you guys all. I hope it was helpful. Like I said, I uploaded the newbie one. Chris will share that. That's him on the dog kennel. Are you kidding me? You guys are going to think like she better not have any more children. She can't even handle the one. Extra crazy up in here tonight. Okay, Macaulay, it's time for bed. Let's go. Yep. We're excusing ourselves. Okay, we're excusing ourselves to go do bedtime. Well, I'll get these both uploaded tonight, Chris, and then you can post them.
Okay. See you guys later. Ladies, sorry.
Bye.
Bye, friends.